Hey guys, this is Wolverine. Today is May 24th, 2020, 6:24 a.m. Central Time. That sounds strange, and since I can't pause this and redo it, we're gonna keep it. Ad-Libbing, lazy unemployment fucks. This really makes me severely uncomfortable. I do not like this at all, and it has nothing to do with just not doing takes. It's because people understand why this video exists. And I have to say, severely regret doing any of this shit on Patreon. Holy fuck, do I regret saying anything on Patreon, because I would not be in this situation at this moment. Anyway, this was published 4 days ago. Again, haven't read this. For anyone who's just seeing this video randomly, found it randomly, good luck to you. I thought it was interesting because I figured it was going to be so obvious this was going to be the case. If you're getting $600 on top of your unemployment state benefits, most people are going to be making entirely more than they ever would at their actual job. Okay? And their employers are not going to be able to rehire them. And I pointed that out on Twitter and Patreon when and before the CARES Act passed. And so did Tim Scott, Ted Cruz, Ben Sass. Those were the main ones that were on the floor that were arguing that point. And Senator Durbin was up against them, and apparently he didn't know how to use a calculator. It was absolutely absurd. So, anyway, this came out 4 days ago. It says, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin warned on Tuesday that individuals who reject an offer from their company to return to work after being laid off due to coronavirus are no longer considered eligible to receive federal unemployment benefits. Yeah, right. Nobody's going to do that. Mnuchin said the companies receiving benefits under the Payroll Protection Program who are inviting employees who have been laid off or furloughed due to the coronavirus crisis to return to work should plan to notify state unemployment offices of their offers. If the employee, in turn, turns down the job, they would be considered ineligible to receive expanded unemployment benefits. If you offer a person a job and that person does not take the job, and then the person would not be allowed to get unemployment, end quote, Steve Mnuchin said Tuesday. Mnuchin's comments come as Republican lawmakers have ramped up warnings that the recent boost in job benefits amid COVID-19 will, quote, push unemployment higher, end quote, as many individuals are able to collect more money through the unemployment programs than they made while on the job. Which is going to kill our economy. And the fucking Democrats want to extend it till till January 2020. It ends January of 2021. It ends July 2020. If they extend it that far, unemployment will skyrocket. The economy will crash further. No one will go back to their jobs. And it will kill a lot of Trump's success on the economy. That's the whole reason they want to do that, is keep people unemployed, paying them extra to incentivize to stay unemployed, and then pay the states a bunch of money to keep functioning. That's the entire aspect of the bill that they just recently passed, the HEROES Act. And I went over that on Patreon. That's what that bill was about. It wasn't just a bunch of liberal fucking list of shit. It was to manipulate the public and the political system. Under the Phase 3 economic stimulus package passed in March, also known as the CARES Act, Congress provided $250 billion to extend unemployment insurance to more workers and lengthen the duration to 39 weeks, up from the normal 26 weeks. The provision allowed an extra $600 to be provided a week for 4 months to those losing their jobs amid the crisis. The Wall Street Journal reported last month that about half of the U.S. workers can earn more with these jobless benefits than they did while working, a factor that could hurt efforts by some businesses to reopen. The CARES Act included a new, quote, pandemic unemployment assistance, end quote, program, which extends unemployment benefits to self-employed independent contractors, those with limited work history, and other individuals not traditionally eligible for unemployment benefits who are unable to work as a direct result of COVID-19. The stimulus package also provides an additional 13 weeks of unemployment compensation to individuals who have exhausted their regular unemployment benefits, as well as a supplemental payment of $600 per week for up to 4 months. The average state already gives out $463 per week in unemployment benefits. When combined with the new $600 per week, the average unemployed individual can collect $1,063 per week, the equivalent of more than $26 an hour or $55,000 a year. Unemployment benefits traditionally require a worker to be laid off to collect benefits, and so many people are not aware yet that the relief bill allows a person to quit and still collect as long as they self-certify, end quote, that they have quit because of the coronavirus situation. The relief bill says that staying at home to be primary caretaker of children who are out of school counts as one automatically valid reason. I read that entire bill and I do not remember that clause. That's not cool. And while traditional unemployment benefits pay out based on an while traditional unemployment benefits pay out based on an employee's previous income, the new benefits by a flat $600 extra per week, even if a worker's previous job paid less. The generous amounts are temporary, however. They are scheduled to last for 4 months, ending July 31st. See, I know my shit. But Democrats, here you go, included an extension to the date in their Phase 4 legislation, which was passed last week. And this isn't listed, but known as the HEROES Act. The bill extends unemployment benefits of $600 payments in addition to state benefits through January 2021. Meanwhile, the Inspector General for the Department of Labor said last month that it has significant concerns and, quote, unprecedented demands, end quote, for unemployment benefits amid the crisis, highlighting issues related to state preparedness and the risk of fraud among those receiving relief. The Inspector General noted that the risk of fraud and improper payments is, quote, even higher, end quote, until the new pandemic unemployment assistance program, because claimants, end quote, can self-certify their unemployment qualifications. The Inspector General urged the Department of Labor to establish methods to detect fraud and recover those improper payments. Yeah, like, recover them? People are going to give them back? No. And Mnuchin wanting companies to report people that they offered their jobs back and they didn't take it. Talk about putting a target, literally a target, on your back because you're fucking someone's life up at that point. And anybody who was on the floor that day in the Senate who's like, oh, Americans want to get back to work, they're not going to do that. What a bunch of trash. I would absolutely stay on unemployment for $1,000 a week if that's, $22 an hour and I was making 18 or 12 or 7 or something ridiculous. Like, no. If I was making $7 an hour and I started making 26, kiss my fucking ass. I will absolutely sit on my ass and play Xbox. So, no, that was a ridiculous argument that was on the Senate floor. Anyway, that's my first ad-libbing video, and I actually think it went pretty decent for not redoing it. But I'm still uncomfortable for the reason this video exists. This is Wolverine. Take care, guys. Have a great day.